Good evening. The January 25th, 2023 council meeting of the Long Branch City Council will now come to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Dangler?
Here.
Mr. Vieira?
I'm here.
Dr. Vogt?
Here.
Dr. Selly?
Here.
Mrs. Woods?
Here.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Wittes.
Please all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The Long Branch Mayor, City Council, and Administration are committed to cultivating an environment of mutual trust and respect that values the diversity of our community. We will strive to enhance the quality of life for all who live here by making Long Branch a desirable place in which to live and prosper. We will treat all members of the public with respect and expect the same in return. Madam Clerk?
I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and posted as required by law.
Thank you. And now we are happy to announce the 3 winners of our holiday decorating contest. They will each receive a $150 gift card and a certificate of recognition from the City of Long Branch.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I just wanted to say that we brought back, as many of you know, we brought back the holiday decorating contest back in 2019. And of course, we took a break in 2021 because of COVID, but we're excited to resume that tradition this past year. So we want to thank everyone who brightened up our city with their holiday decorations, and it was great to drive through Long Branch for all of us and see how beautiful it was. And we'd like to see even more people enter the contest next year to spread the joy. So I'd like to ask, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'd like to ask Patty Dill of Doggy Sweets if you could come up, Melissa and James Johnson, and Candy Sanchez, and the council president, Rose, will read one of the certificates and present the certificates. Congratulations.
Certificate of recognition. This certificate is presented to Patty Dill and Doggy Sweets for exhibiting outstanding festive spirit and spreading joy in the City of Long Branch for our 2022 holiday decorating contest, presented this 25th day of January 2023. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. And the next one is, this certificate is presented to Melissa and James Johnson for exhibiting outstanding festive spirit and spreading joy in the City of Long Branch for our 2022 holiday decorating contest, presented this 25th day of January 2023. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, and last but not least, this certificate is presented to Candy Sanchez for exhibiting outstanding festive spirit and spreading joy in the City of Long Branch for our 2022 holiday decorating contest, presented this 25th day of January 2023. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Candy. Yeah. And congratulations to our winners, and thank you everyone for showing your holiday spirit. I need a motion to approve the minutes of January 11th, 2023.
So move. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Vieira?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Abstain. Ordinances for introduction. This is the first reading of ordinance number 01-23, entitled an ordinance rescinding certain restricted parking on Willow Avenue. This ordinance authorizes the removal of a restricted parking sign in front of 407 Willow Avenue. I need a motion to introduce on first reading, advertise, and post according to law, and set the public hearing for February 8th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes. Public participation for resolutions and all general comments. I need a motion to open the public portion of the meeting for all comments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? If there's anyone in the audience that has a comment to make, please step to the podium and state your name and address clearly for the record. You will have 5 minutes and may only speak once.
Requesting 1-minute notification, Vincent Lepore, 33 Ocean Terrace, Long Branch. Ms. Wittes, you weren't here at the December 28th meeting where Resolution 321 on the MCSBCA contract was adopted. Ms. Wittes, had you been present, would you have voted yes or no on that resolution?
I would have voted yes.
You would have voted yes. I request all donors to the MCSPCA listen to the following. Back in 2015, Cory Booker, now Senator Booker, had investigated then AHS Assistant Executive Director Scott Crawford's Newark facility, referred to as, quote, the death camp, end quote. The facility had an astronomical kill rate, 93% kill rate of cats, 70% kill rate of dogs, 81% kill rate of pit bull-like dogs. That's intake. What is more shocking are the top 4 reasons the AHS Newark facility used to kill the cats. They killed the cats for 1, sick with respiratory ailments that were curable. 2, they killed the cats because they were feral. 3, there was no reason listed on the data sheets for the killing of the cats. 4, ringworm, which also can be treated and cured. Separate from the way Crawford ran that AHS facility and others, Scott Crawford has had an array of criminal charges in his past. Drug charges, disorderly fighting threats, inappropriately rough and disruptive behavior towards people, some of which he pled guilty, some of which he went to downgraded charges on. So here we have the shelter atrocities Scott Crawford did to animals. And here, there's a rap sheet of what Crawford did to people. So Pallone and Council signed an SPCA contract which essentially endangers both the animals and the people of Long Branch. As in 2015 with Scott Crawford in Newark, we have contacted Senator Booker in the past week and have asked for an investigation into the SPCA, as well as Scott Crawford's atrocities associated with the SPCA. And now on the table are the many financial information requests by many in the past 2 years, which the SPCA's CFO has refused to respond to. Accountability to the donors of the difference between what the mission of the SPCA is and what it actually is doing is now being pursued. At the last council meeting, I gave 60 days notice for the opt-out of the SPCA contract. As of tonight, there are 48 days left before Debbie Nagel is restored to her original position and duties to the benefit of the animals and the public at large in Long Branch. Administrator Shirley, and Mayor Pallone. At the last council meeting, you were asked by Ms. Sharon Wise of the Long Branch Animal Welfare Group, who was closer to the action than both of you, quote, "What was the issue with city animal control that brought about this change?" End quote. That change being the SPCA contract terms.
1 minute warning.
To date, neither you, Pallone, nor Shelley have provided an answer. Ms. Wise is still waiting. As I stated at the last meeting, this will be posted again, what I stated tonight, within 48 hours on social media. I proved out correct at the last meeting, posted in 48 hours, and more atrocities were told of Scott Crawford and the SPCA by others. What I've stated tonight will be proofed out on social media in the next 48 hours. Contrary to what the city can produce in justifying a contract that has no basis in logic and no basis for the taxpayers. Junk government.
Council President, I just want to note the fact that this is not a 60-day contract. It has a 60-day termination provision in it, that exercisable only by the city. So it's actually a year-long contract. I think that there was some misunderstanding that somehow this is just a 60-day contract. There is actually no clock running because the city hasn't done anything to terminate the contract. So I just want to make that clear. I know that that's a misconception that is, repeatedly made.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else who'd like to address the council? Okay, I need a motion to close the public participation portion of this meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I will now ask Madam Clerk if there were any changes to the list of resolutions.
No changes have been made.
We can take the listed resolutions as a consent agenda. May I motion, please?
So moved. Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Dangler?
Yes.
Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes. Applications, there are none tonight. Miscellaneous business for the good of the order. Councilman Dangler?
Yes, thank you. On Martin Luther King birthday, the Martin Luther King Guild of Long Branch would like to thank all of those who came out to support. We continued our tradition, if you will, to support and celebrate Dr. King and his dream. And we want to just thank everyone for participating, and certainly the fire and police department and first aid that were there in support, even out in the cold on Monday, which was his actual birthday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, and our safety director did a wonderful job. He spoke a little more than 5 minutes I gave him, but he did a nice job. Thank you. God bless you all.
Thank you. Councilman Vieira?
Yes, thank you. Thanks for coming out tonight. I know it's miserable out there. That shows you that you care. And I want to congratulate all the winners for the contest. A great job in keeping the spirit alive. And with that, that's all I got. Good night.
Thank you. Councilwoman Vogt?
Thank you, Council President. Very simply, thank you all for coming out tonight. I'm not sure how we all felt about getting dressed and going out in the cold and everything, but you're here and we so appreciate your support, and we hope to see you again in 2 weeks. So thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Selly?
Good evening, everybody. I would just like to thank the holiday winners of the contest. It just makes the city just a little bit prettier. And thank you for doing the decorating.
Thank you. Mayor Pallone?
Just want to thank everybody for being here this evening, to the winners of the home decorating contest. Great work. I just had two things I wanted to say. The 2023 seasonal beach badges are still on sale. Please note that the price will increase on February 1st. So if you can, be sure to purchase them before them when they're at last year's rates. We're also having free COVID and flu vaccines that will be available on February 4th and 25th from 10 to 2 p.m. at the Bucky James Center. please call our health department for more information. And we have a current exhibit at the Art Center, which is really nice. And for next month, we'll be celebrating Black History through art with almost a dozen local and regional artists. And on February 15th, we'll be having a reception with free admission and live entertainment. That's from 6 to 8 o'clock. All this is on the website. So again, thank you for being here this evening, especially in this weather, and have a great week.
Thank you, Mayor. And I too would like to thank everyone for coming out this evening. I missed a few meetings, but I'm glad to be back and to see all of you here. Anyway, now I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you and be safe.
Thank you.